Welcome back. This is Mrs. RRubright with Advanced Geometry. Today's lesson is 10.5. Apply other angle relationships in circles. Line M is tangent to the circle. Find the measure of the red angle or arc. So angle 1, this is not a central angle. It does not go through the center of the circle. The vertex is on the perimeter of the circle. So this is the same rule as yesterday. It just happens to be a tangent that's included in here. However, it is still an angle with the vertex on the perimeter of the circle. So if this arc right here is 130 degrees, angle 1 is half that. Half of 130 is 65. So right here, if the angle is 125, then the arc is, if the angle is 125, what is the arc? Yes. 250, correct. Good job. It's pretty much the same thing as yesterday with one little small twist of one of the legs of the angle being a tangent line. We still treat it as an angle with the vertex on the perimeter of the circle. The measure of angle 1. If the arc is 210, what is the measure of angle 1? 105. Good job. If the angle is 98 degrees, what is arc RST? Good job. 196. I think you said 186, so I think you had a little mental math error, but it's 196. The measure of arc XY. 80 times 2, which is 160. Good job. Find the value of x. All right, so if we're looking for the value of x, we have two chords that are intersecting. We know this value of x is vertical with this angle, correct? So both of these angles are x. There is a rule for this. We averaged the arcs. This plus this divided by 2. 130 plus 156. 130 plus 156 is 286. 286 divided by 2? 143. Half of 240 is half of 280 is 140. Half of 6 is 3. 143. So both of these angles should be 140 degrees each. So you could actually, 143, 143, you could actually fill everything out if you needed to. Because this is a semicircle or linear pair. 180 minus 143, 37, making this 37. So you could fill in that extra information if they took it that far. Find the value of x. So, another rule. When you have the angle, if the angle exterior is outside of the circle, when it's outside of the circle, then you're going to do big arc minus little arc, divide by 2. So it's big minus small, divide by 2. So in this case, 178 minus 76, divide by 2. 102 divided by 2. 51 degrees. Big minus little, divide by 2. 51 degrees. Guys okay on that one? The northern lights are bright flashes of colored light between 50 and 200 miles above Earth. Suppose a flash occurs 150 miles above Earth. What is the measure of arc BD? So they're looking for this. The portion of the Earth from which the flash is visible. The Earth's radius is approximately 4,000 miles. So right here, here, and here are 4,000 miles. Okay, so it says, suppose a flash occurs 150 miles above Earth. So above Earth. So this is 150. And this is 4,000. All right, so they want to know the arc. This is a tangent, therefore it's a 90-degree angle, correct? So we have 4,000, and we have this, which is 4,150, and we want to know this angle, and I'm going to make it theta. So we have adjacent and hypotenuse. Adjacent and hypotenuse go with who? Think about SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Who gets adjacent and hypotenuse? Cosine. Cosine of theta equals adjacent, next to it, but not the hypotenuse, over hypotenuse. So the inverse cosine of 4,000 over 4,150 is going to equal theta, which is this angle right here. So let's pick up our calculators. On a TI-30XA, we put 4,000 divided by 4,150 equals second cosine. And our degree, our angle, is 15.45, or 15.5 degrees. So if this is 15.5 degrees, and this is the same, then we're going to have 15.5 plus 15.5, or 31 degrees. This is a central angle, so our arc is also 31 degrees. Let's move to the next page. Okay, so we have our 31 degrees. Find the value of the variable. So, how do we do this one? There is a trick. You can't do it yet. Linear pairs are 180. They are supplementary. 180 minus 102, 78 degrees. You need to solve for 78 degrees first. So, once again, for the 78 degrees, it's this plus this divided by 2 equals your 78 degrees. What plus 95 divided by 2 is going to give you 78 degrees. So multiply by 2 on both sides first. What plus 95 equals 140 plus 16, 156. Subtract 95. 56 plus 5 more, so it's going to be 61. Y equals 61. I want you guys to pause the video and try this one. Alright, so big arc minus small arc, divide by 2, equals that external angle. Alright, so 2 times 30 is 60, equals A minus 44. What minus 44 equals 60? Add 44 to both sides. A equals 104. All right. Is everyone able to get 104? Good job. So, on this next one, we are looking to find the variable. I want you guys to attempt this one, and then we will go over it. Pause the video now. Alright, so this one's a little tricky. If it's 2 out here, and this radius is 3, then this whole hypotenuse is 5. So we have a 3, 4, 5 triangle, because it is a special right triangle, right? A 3, 4, 5 triangle. Pythagorean triple. Alright, so anyway, we need to know what is this measure here. Well, we could use our adjacent and hypotenuse. So cosine of what equals adjacent over hypotenuse? The inverse cosine of 3/5 equals theta. So in our calculators, 3 divided by 5, or 0.6, second cosine, and we get 53.13. 53 degrees. So if that's 53 degrees and this is 53 degrees, we have 106 degrees here, right? What goes here? Well, 180 minus 90 is 90, and 90 minus 53 is 37. So out here we have 37 and 37, or a total of 74. So big arc minus little arc. Do we know our little arc? We don't. Divide by 2 is our 37. So what do we know? We know that this is a portion. What are we looking for? We're looking for that big arc. Well, we can find the small arc first. We know that this is a part of the circumference, or we can actually go straight to the red and not even bother with that part. So let's think about this. A circle is 360 degrees, correct? And 360 degrees minus 53 equals 254 degrees. Do you guys agree? And it's a central angle. So doesn't that make this 254 degrees? Right? Yeah. Makes sense, huh? They didn't round. It didn't say where to round to. Most of the time they want degrees rounded either to the whole number or to the tenths. But it always says so in the directions. And anything in here on a quiz or a test, I'll tell you where to round. That is everything for this lesson on 10.5. Apply other angle relationships in circles. We hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please like and subscribe.